Alright guys, so got another submission back. Just took off the labels, cut it open, got it ready to get this started. So let's go ahead and unpack this. Go ahead and start by flipping it over. Make sure everything stays in place. Ooh, did I drop anything? No, alright. Alrighty, let's grab these cards. Oh, one slipped out. There we go. Alright, so this looks like a 9-card submission. It's probably one of the bigger ones I sent off. I think the biggest one was like a 32 or something, but most of them were 5s until they raised the limit. So, here we go, 9 cards. Let's go ahead and break this down a little bit. A couple stacks of 3. Actually, no, it's not. I don't want to show what we got going on. Alright, so let's start with the top card. LaVisca Chenault. It's a Concourse Prism die cut, and we've got a 9. It's a nice little blue checkerboard prism there. We got surface was, we got hit on the surface pretty bad. Otherwise, they got 9.5 on everything else. This would have been an easy 9.5 if that surface wasn't bad. And I may have to look over that card again because I'm not sure if I just missed something when I was cleaning it. Sometimes you can do that, or if there was a nick on the card. I may have just missed something. You want to clean these things pretty well before you send them off. So, anyway, that kind of sucks. That was my fault for not cleaning it properly. All right, so now I got a Jalen Hurts optic, and you got a 9.0. Looks like a blue hyper. What did we get there? 9s all around, 195. It's not terrible. Take that. All right, next up we got a Tua. Looks like a prism, and 9.0 prism base. They hit us on corners on that one. Let's see if I see anything. Yeah. If you kind of look there, there's some whitening right there in that corner. Not sure if you can see it, but it's right there. So yeah, makes sense. Totally okay with that. Leonard Fournette. All right, here's his silver prism rookie. Not expecting this to skyrocket or anything, but just came off a championship, so why not? 9.0s all around. I got 195 on there. Sort of looks like that 9.0 is faded, but it's actually a gradient they put in the print, which I think is actually kind of cool. All right, so we got Fournette. Next up, Jordan Love Prism. It's a prism base 9.0. What do we got there? We got 9, 9.5, 9.5. They hit us on edges, which I gotta knock Panini a lot for, like I said, how they cut these cards and their mad dash to pump them out. Yeah, you can clearly see it's like when you go and try to cut something at Kinko's and your blade goes too fast and you get the jagged edges. That's basically what it is. The front of these cards look clean as hell because obviously it's got the heavy gloss and stuff. Now Prism, I think, was at the level of the product it should be. The back of it would also be the same quality as the front. So some sort of chrome layer or something, but since it's not, you end up with this really nice finished card in the front, and the back's got this cardboard mess, which can get jagged and whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. Panini's not going to be printing these for too long since they lost their license. It's kind of bittersweet. Alright, so shift some of these over. Alright, next up, in fact, I think, alright, the last 4 of these cards are the same card, maybe one slight variation in one of them. It is actually the rookie Topps Chrome of Ryan Tannehill. Now I sent these off pre-season, before season was even about to start, just expecting them to keep going where they were last year. But they had a rough start at the beginning, but I think they're going to pick it back up. So let's see what we got. 9.5 Topps Chrome. This is an orange refractor. Really nice looking card. They got me a little bit on corners, but edges, centering, surface, all 9.5. That is an awesome card. I think Topps actually did it right when they were printing these things. So I really like these cards. Let's go ahead and just stack that on top there. Next one is the next Tannehill. Now, if you look, this one is actually numbered out of 299. You can see it right there. All right, this is his black refractor, rookie 9.5, awesome. They got me a little bit on surface there. Corners, edges, and centering were all really good. That's a Topps Chrome black refractor. That's awesome. Next, boom, 9.5. Another black refractor, once again numbered out of 299. These things were super cheap before he started picking it up last year, so I bought them early. I'm glad I did. But yeah, 9.5s all around, a little bit on surface, which I'm okay with. This card is almost a decade old before it was even graded. So I'm totally okay with that. And the last one is another out of 299. Boom, 9.5. Black refractor, perfect centering, good edges, a little bit on the corners and surface, but I think you can make an inference here. So you're looking at these cards, fairly new, pack fresh, sent off. Most of these I ripped myself except for that Fournette. All of these I ripped myself. Half of these I ripped myself and sent them off, if not all of them. But you'll notice only maybe like 10% came back a 9.5. Most of them are 9.0s, which 9.0 is the average you're going to get when a card is jammed into a pack, shaking around. It's not perfect. Minor scratches. Obviously, the print centering is off a lot of times, and that's Panini's fault. Corners, edges, that just happens. Shuffling in boxes and packs, because if you've noticed, Panini will give you the largest box possible with this little insert of packs with no cushion whatsoever. They're just flapping around in there. It didn't make any sense to me ever. They're just damaging their cards in the process. But anyway, that's a total different rant. So yeah, fairly recent cards. And you'll notice the grades are significantly lower. Cards that have been in circulation for a decade. And perfect centering on all of them. And aside from that little bit of surface, which, yeah, over a decade, trading hands over and over, when people were actually trading cards and not worrying about grading and whatever, yeah, it still manages to get gem mint status because these cards were printed well. Centering was dead on. The cuts were clean. They were properly made where the corners wouldn't get overly bent up. Just because even the back of the cardboard's a little bit nicer gloss cardboard, unlike these Prism cards, which I don't know what they were using, or if they were just cutting them too quick, their blades were dull, I don't know. But you got to realize these cards were printed over a decade ago, and they are spot on, the cleanest cuts I've seen. So I mean, Topps, yeah, they may not have had their license up till this point, but they did it right when they had it. So that's one thing I think Panini really messed up on, is just trying to pump these cards out. Now, they were smart by doing parallels and not trying to overdo it, but they overdid it in a different fashion, just pumping them out and not cutting them right, not centering them right. But that's, I think you can clearly tell that it was a company thing. So, I mean, if you got cards that are a decade old that can hold quality that these can't, then yeah, that's what it is. So, if you're wondering why you've got 9s and 8s and stuff right out of the package, that's Panini. They didn't print it right, or they didn't package it right. That's their fault. It's not yours. Yeah, you're going to be angry you don't have gem mint cards straight out of the pack. Even though it looks good to you, it's not. It's going to have rough edges, corners are dinged, centering's off, and that's all on them. But once again, another rant. Probably shouldn't even have got into it as far as it did. So, alright, I got some really nice recent cards. I'm actually more excited about these, just because I think Tannehill's only getting better as he stays in the league. And these are pretty rare cards, especially these black refractors, the 299s. So, yeah, super happy I got these. Still working on assembling my next few batches to send off to grading. And like I said, I'm going to be primarily focused right now on basketball. I think I've sent off plenty of football. I'm going to see if I can shuffle some football out, try to get some more funds, try to buy some more basketball just so I can boost some of my collection on that side. My basketball collection's fairly limited. I focused a lot on football. So that's what I got going on. That's my newest submission, and I'll see y'all in the next one.